Well, speaking further at the media briefing, the managing director of Fonterra brand Sri Lanka reiterated that their products are DCD free.
In my right hand is a small packet of common table salt. In my left hand is a sample of DCD. All of us consume table salt every day in our food. What's in my right hand is far more toxic and far more hazardous than DCD is. It has higher acute toxicity and it has higher chronic toxicity. And this data is available. You can find it as part of the US Environmental Protection Agency. They look at LD50 rates. You can see the charts that are charted there, the toxicity of table salt versus the toxicity of DCD. So the sample of DCD is completely harmless. Right? So I've just tasted DCD and it's completely harmless. I could taste some table salt, but I've probably had more toxic nature in this packet of table salt than I would if I consumed 3 times more DCD.
A student from the University of the Visual and Performing Arts staged a protest by hanging on a tree.
This protest took place opposite the University of Visual and Performing Arts. The student said he is engaging in this protest to condemn the threats on independent media.
We
can see many things happening today that harms independent media in this country. I see this movement as an opportunity for an artist to intervene. I have undertaken this act as a form of art that will provide a message to the people.
Well, 2 persons and 3 others were injured in an accident that occurred in the Valleypanna area on the Southern Expressway today. Now, the 4 persons travelling in the ill-fated vehicle were from the same family.
The police say that the vehicle travelling from Prinenduwa to Kottawa had collided on the steel fence on the left side of the Southern Expressway, resulting in the accident. The deceased were 31-year-old Nadisha Samarasinghe Gunasekara and 36-year-old Dulip Chandana Samarasinghe from Nadugala, Matara. 3 others who were injured in the accident have been admitted to the Nagoda General Hospital. Nadisha's father and husband, who are in a critical condition, are receiving treatment in the intensive care unit of the Nagoda Hospital. According to the hospital spokesperson, the other person who was injured in the accident is not in a serious condition. These are footage sent to News First by News First U reporter Janaka Sampath from Mathugama.
Well, a media briefing was held in Colombo today with the participation of several constituent parties of the United People's Freedom Alliance.
Democracy in the North will be strengthened through this election. We will dedicate ourselves to a free and fair election. At a time when the opposition is very weak, we have given clear instructions to our contestants and organisers to carry out election campaigning activities in brotherhood without causing any clashes. They should do so in order to secure victory. The minister also responded to questions raised by journalists on violation of election laws. If any member of our party violates election laws or disturbs the peace through any action, the party will not forgive them. We have advised the police to take all necessary measures. We have no qualms about the position of the individual. We will exercise discipline in our party. There is no forgiveness. Members representing other constituent parties of the UPFA also spoke at the media briefing.
යොමු කරලා තියෙනවා මේ උතුරේ.
All eyes are on the election in the north. The whole world is paying attention to this election, not only India. If a democratic election is held in an area of the country that was ravaged by a 3-decade-long war and it has come to the attention of the world, then everyone will want to see whether the elections were fair. That is why it is essential to ensure that a fair election is held in the north. All the constituent parties of the government need to act with this thought in mind. All officials also need to understand this fact and act accordingly.
ඒ ආකාරයට හැසිරෙන්න ඕන.
The election secretariat says that postal voting for the upcoming northern, northwestern and central provincial council elections will be held on the 9th and 10th of September. The secretariat adds that as of today, 56 complaints have been lodged regarding violation of election laws.
Who will be the Chief Minister of the Northwestern Province?
Well, views in this regard were expressed by two UPFA candidates contesting for the district at public rallies.
Members of the SLP welcome us. Members of the United National Party also accepted us with loving arms, and they continue to support us. The public will continue to join us during this provincial council election period. In 1994, we helped form the government. Then we left in 6 years' time. There was a time when we berated our government. We need to end this era. When I take up duties as the Chief Minister on the 22nd, what I want to do is to implement the development plans of the President through the Northwestern Provincial Council. Let us drive this council forward.
අතිගරු ජනාධිපතිතුමාගේ සංවර්ධන ක්‍රියාවලිය වයඹ පළාතේ පළාත් සභාව ආරා ක්‍රියාත්මක කරා. අන්න එතෙන් අපි මේක පල්ලු කරා.
සමහරුන්ට පුදුමාකාර දොළඳු ගතිය.
Some people are yearning to assume the post of Chief Minister. I don't know for what reason. I believe that certain people have come forward solely because they yearn for the post of Chief Minister. They say they want this and that. They say they have the blessings of various people. However, according to my knowledge, he does not have the blessings of anyone. Traditionally, our party does not name a chief ministerial candidate. This decision is taken by the SLFP Central Committee following the results of the election. They will take the correct decision and appoint the chief minister. However, he can't wait patiently until this process is over. He is saying, give it to me.
එතකන් ඉන්න බෑ අනේ දීපන් කියා ඉල්ල. හරි වැඩක් නේ මේක. ආව ගමන් දීපන් කොහමද බලමු. සටන් කරලා බලමු.
Let us go to battle. We should not be affected by the ramblings of such individuals. Meanwhile, a group of opposition members of Pradesh Sabhas pledged their support to the Sri Jayasekara yesterday. Opposition leader of the Narambala Pradesh Sabha, Rohana Dinapurna, and Pradesh Sabha member Prasad Madhushankar were among the group that pledged their support. Aruna Jayakodi and Samanthi Yattalkoda, opposition Pradesh Sabha members of the Alawa Pradesh Sabha, were also present at the occasion.
Well, with the Ramazan festival to be celebrated tomorrow by all Muslims around Sri Lanka, President Mahinda Rajapaksa hosted an iftar dinner for diplomats from Islamic countries yesterday. The iftar dinner was attended by the resident high commissioners and ambassadors from Islamic nations and their families at Temple Trees last night. Minister of External Affairs G.L. Peiris, Deputy Minister Niyoma Pereira and the Ministry Secretary Karnatilaka Amanugama also attended the dinner.
Over the past 2 days, News First highlighted hardships faced by the people of Galkadavala, a village located on the borders of Nuwara. Tonight we feature another example that is testament to the lack of infrastructure facilities in the village.
The sun dawns in Galkadavala and lifts the blanket of darkness on this village that lacks electricity. Children who leave home at dawn to school get their uniforms dirty even before they reach school because they have to travel through treacherous terrain.
දුකසේ තමයි යන්නේ යාලා උදේ පාන්දර We have to go to school in Udamadura, but it is dangerous because elephants may stray onto the path. We wait on the road until our children return.
These villagers who have been denied a concrete road, let alone a tar road, travel with caution as they are aware of the potential dangers. The News First team witnessed the manner in which students studying in the advanced level stream set off to the Vidya Pradeepa Mahavidyalaya in Udamadura, while those studying up to grade 5 set off to the village school. The village school, located on a small plot of land, provides education to 17 students. Therefore, isn't it a miracle that 6 students have passed the scholarship exam in this village?
ඉතින් අපි ඉන්නෙත් ගුරුවරු 3 දෙනයි විදුහල්පතිතුමත් එක්ක ගුරුවරු දෙන්නයි පන්ති 5ක පහේම ළමයි ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් මට ඩොයක ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ අධ්‍යාපන ඉස්සරහට දිගටම රට යන අතට යන්නේ කොහොමද කියන ප්‍රශ්නෙට මුහුණ දීලා ඉන්නේ. ඒවා රැස් කරන්න.
Despite the tireless efforts of the teachers, only 3 people from the village have joined the state service, with 1 labourer in the health service and 2 female Samurdhi officers.
අපි අසරණ තත්ත්වයට පත් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. අපේ ගම්මානවල ඉන්න මිනිස්සු මොනවා හරි දෙයක් කරගන්න අසරණ වෙලා ඉන්නේ.
Have the children's education activities been hampered due to these problems?
ඔව් බොහෝ වෙලාවට දෙමව්පිය මේ ප්‍රදේශයේ ජීවත් වෙන්නේ ගොවිතැන් කටයුතු කරලා. ඒකට ඒ ගොවිතැන් කටයුතු කරන්න දෙමව්පිය යන වෙලාවට උදෙන්ම යන්න වෙනවා දුරට. එතකොට සමහර දවස්වල දරුවා ගෙදර තියලා තමයි යන්න වෙන්නේ. බොහෝ පාසල් වල දැන් අද මේ කම්පියුටර් තියෙනවා, කැසට් තියෙනවා, රේඩියෝ තියෙනවා, තාක්ෂණික උපකරණ තියෙනවා. නව අධ්‍යාපනය දීමේ අපිට කරන්න වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අපි දන්නේ ඔපේ ඔලු ගෙඩිය තියෙන දේවල් විතරක් මේ ළමයිට දෙන්න වෙලා නැහැ. ගුරු පුටු නැහැ. ගුරු මේස නැහැ. මේ ලංකාව දියුණුවයි කියවට අපේ මේ ප්‍රදේශ ගොඩක් තවම දුෂ්කර තත්ත්වයෙන් පසු වෙනවා.
ඒ වගේ දුෂ්කරතා මැදේ තමයි මේ ළමයි ඉගෙන ගන්න. උන්ට නොයෙක් මේ දුෂ්කරතා තියෙනවා, මුදල් එකක ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නේද? අවශ්‍ය පොත්පත් මිලදී ගැනීමට ඒවට ගැටලු තියෙනවා.
දුවන්න ශාලාවට.
The primary school is located in one of the windiest places in Galkadwala. After looking at this footage, one might question as to how this school can be classified.
Three persons, including the chairman of the Vallavaya Pradeshya Sabha, who were alleged to have obstructed the duties of the police, surrendered to the Vallavaya Magistrate Court today. The police say the 3 suspects were released on sureties of 100,000 rupees each. Police officers arrested 2 persons travelling on a motorbike under the influence of alcohol last night. The police added that the chairman of the Vallavaya Pradeshya Sabha, who arrived at the location, forcibly took away one of the persons in police custody.